How's it going, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a celebratory, I guess I should say, or special podcast of No Holds Barred Wrestling Podcast here on this beautiful sunny day here. Actually up here where we are, but I don't know how it is in Brooklyn, but
it is hot as hell.
It is hot.
You can't teach that.
And you cannot teach that. But guys, welcome to No Holds Barred Wrestling Podcast, your Canadian-based WWE podcast that reviews Monday Night Raw, Tuesday Night SmackDown, as well as every pay-per-view on the WWE schedule. We also have our Luke Gallows polls and WWE headlines on those lowdown show days. But today is a special podcast. We have a few things to talk about today, and we also be doing our Takeover Back to Brooklyn preview and predictions as well. Guys, I'm Kyle Masters, the self-proclaimed greatest host as always, and I am always continued to be joined by my co-host, the boss, Mr. Corporate himself, Corporate Cappy.
How you doing?
How you doing? Especially today, how you doing?
Oh, it's a great day today.
It is a great day. As you just heard in that intro song, we are celebrating today with some recent news. Yep. Was it yesterday that we got it? No.
Yep.
Was it yesterday?
Or no, it was like right after we had just done the podcast.
Yeah, Thursday. Unreal news. Like right after, maybe like a half hour after we finish the podcast, we get probably the most greatest news of the week. An uneventful week leading into SummerSlam. We get the best news ever. We had our terrible news with Paige and Del Rio. But guess what? Someone's added to it. And it's none other than Eva fucking Marie.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! You know, we got an applause right here, sound effect right here. So let's just play that right there. Yes, thank you. Eva Marie is gone. Thank you. I think it's playing right now. If not, then whatever. Unreal, guys. Unreal.
Thank God we don't have to see her in this match that was just put together randomly at SummerSlam.
Eva Marie has been suspended 30 days by WWE for failing the wellness policy. And it's actually not even a day later. Actually, a day later, it come out and said what it was after her boyfriend, pissed on Twitter, comes out and just starts dissing everyone who has been dissing her. It said that she's been taking Adderall. If you guys don't know what that is, it's used to treat ADHD and sleeping disorders. It's weird. Like, apparently, the reason why she got suspended is because she was, there's quotes here, quote unquote, not turning in portions of required paperwork in the time frame WWE medicals deemed timely. Okay.
Get your fucking paperwork in, Eva.
So, people can go out there and say that, okay, you know, let's just scratch that. Poor Eva Marie. Let's get on her side. No. If you failed to get your medical documents in on time, that is your fault.
You're being tardy, you know?
You're being lazy and not... Apparently, this is the same drug that Adam Rose was taking. I mean, Adam Rose was even being lazy. But actually, no, I think Adam Rose actually wasn't being lazy. He handed it in, but I don't know what happened with that. Apparently, it was with Adderall, with Adam Rose. So a lot of people are like under sleeping disorder. Maybe that was the same thing with Roman Reigns, because that hasn't been released yet. Same with Paige and Del Rio. Maybe they're taking Adderall. But apparently, for Eva Marie, it's because she didn't hand in the medical documents in the time frame that she needed to.
Everyone has to hand in their documents. She has no excuse.
Like, what are you doing? Like, it's not like you're wrestling. You don't have matches lined up.
Oh, you know what? She probably had to hand them in last Tuesday.
Is that why she was late in traffic? Yeah, okay, that's why. Maybe she was late in traffic. That's why she couldn't hand in her medical papers on time. Oh, my bad, guys.
Or maybe it was the wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, I apologize, Eva Marie. You know, I'm gonna get behind you now. No, I'm not. This is fucking stupid. Get your shit together. You want to be a WWE women's wrestler and you want to be taken seriously.
Yes.
You got to get your shit together. Now look, you're suspended 30 days. Now watch. If you do it again, you're going to suspended 60 days. You're just going to keep adding this shit to your career.
It's not like we're missing anything. It's not like she's wrestled.
No, we're not missing anything.
She's going to have this outstanding match on Sunday. That was going to be
God,
fantastic.
I can't believe it.
I'm so glad that Alexa doesn't have to team with her.
Let's hope she's not taking any Adderall.
No. Don't even go there with that.
But now I guess so. What they're doing now is on Twitter in WWE. I got told by Michael Chow on Twitter, at Real Michael Chow on Twitter. Thank you, bud. He tweeted me the picture. It says, now WWE has on their website, will Alexa and Natalya power through without the internally I don't even want to say this. I'm just going to skip it. Redhead and battle Becky and Carmella and Naomi in a 2-on-3 handicap match, or will the Fierce Bliss and Tactical Natalia recruit a partner in time for the biggest event of the summer? So it's either going to be 2-on-3 or they're going to find a partner. 2-on-3 would be interesting. I think that'd be kind of cool if they did 2-on-3. I don't know how much excitement you can get behind that, though.
I don't know how a face team can be 3 people against only 2.
Yeah, it's usually the other way around.
Yeah.
This is weird how it's this way around. That's what I mean. It could keep it interesting and keep it that way, because we've never seen that before.
Or, yeah, what do we want to get into what partner we think that...
Well, speaking of that, we have our boy Michael Chow again on Twitter tweeted us. He says, who do you think will take Eva Marie's spot at SummerSlam? Emma, Nia Jax, Nikki Bella, or Melina, or other? Melina is interesting because apparently there's rumors that she's coming back soon.
I'm not excited about that.
Hey, who knows? Maybe
I was not a fan of Melina the first time around.
Maybe she's gained some more wrestling talent.
I don't know.
And she's gained some more moves. She's been training. Maybe she's going to be better than what she was.
I hope so, because she was...
Nia Jax would be interesting. I think Nia Jax is probably the one that makes sense out of everything, because we don't know how well Emma's healed.
Yeah. I don't even think Emma's
Nikki
ready.
Bella's cleared, but I don't know if they're going to push her back as a face or a heel. They could get Nikki Bella. It could be like a big statement right there. Or, I mean, Nia Jax kind of makes sense, but it's tough because all these women are on SmackDown.
Yeah.
So you need to bring someone that's not already on the main roster. Nikki Bella was drafted, or wasn't drafted, so it could be either Nikki Bella or Emma.
Or I just remembered somebody, Tamina.
Oh, yeah. Was she drafted this SmackDown?
No, she was not drafted.
She was not drafted either. Oh, it could be
I'm
Tamina.
going with Tamina for my pick.
You're going to pick Tamina,
I'm going to pick Tamina. I just thought of it right now.
You know
Makes
what?
sense.
I'm either going with Emma or the returning Melina. I think it's going to be one of those two. Emma, for sure. That kind of makes sense into that. Because she wasn't drafted either.
Yeah, but I don't even think she's ready to... I don't think she's cleared yet. She had neck surgery.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't think she's even close.
Hey, Melina. I'm going to go with Melina. I'm going to go with my girl Melina. Returning superstar. Definitely can come back as a strong heel, maybe boost up that division on SmackDown a little bit.
I want to see the Naomi versus Tamina thing going on, because Naomi's now a face.
Oh, yeah. That's true. That's true. That's going to be crazy to see if it's Tamina. That's a good pick.
And I just thought of it right now. I was going to go with another guy on Twitter mentioned something about Maurice.
Oh, yeah, Maurice.
But I don't even know if she's in a wrestling capacity anymore at all.
Yeah, that's true. We don't know what her...
Because she's really the only other woman on SmackDown that's a heel.
Pretty much.
Really a wrestler.
She's more of like a manager.
Sure.
It's crazy. So so that's a good predictions for that. So it'll be interesting to see what they do with that tag team in general.
I'm just so glad that Eva Marie isn't in this match anymore.
Thank God, man. Like, celebrate good times is right. That intro was perfect for that.
You know what? This might be the kick in the ass that she needs to say, you know what? Yeah. I need to fucking clean
And now, how does WWE because now she's suspended for 30 days? How does WWE like write her out of storyline?
Well,
and like write her back in after she comes back? Like, she's gonna have more heat than ever when she comes back now.
Oh my god, she might have the most heat out of it. Like, that's the only reason people are behind it, because they're like, this is gold.
Yeah, because they love to boo her.
But not even that. People are saying, oh, this is like incredible. She's getting so much heat right now. This is exactly what they want from her. I'm like, well, at the same time, she still needs to wrestle.
Yeah, like you say all that. It's like, it's entertaining. It's an entertainment factor. But there's a lot of people out there that want to see women's wrestling instead of that entertainment factor, because I thought that's what the WWE's direction was supposed to be going.
Especially on SmackDown.
That's what the women's revolution is. They want to be treated as superstars and as wrestlers, so we can see some wrestling. Not back in the day, like if you watch a 24 special, like back when women wrestling were around the Attitude Era, they're just showcases. They're just there. They look good and not wrestle. And whenever they did like a move or two, they get in trouble. Now it's a lot different. Now they have to. People want to see them wrestle, and they have to go out there and show a good performance to be like included as a superstar.
Yeah, just to be,
that's why
I seriously like the men.
The Emery thing, okay, it's somewhat entertaining. It's hilarious booing the shit out of her, but like, if she can't wrestle, then what's the point of her stealing all the TV time away from the people that can wrestle?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
So it'll be interesting to see what they do and how they write her back in as well when she comes back.
They'll probably come up with some bullshit about how she was gone for 30 days for some, I don't know what they're going to say.
had a wardrobe malfunction for 30 days. She couldn't find the right wardrobe.
Oh, she had a 30-day long injury.
Yeah, she was just stuck in traffic for 30 days.
Oh my God, but still, like, I don't know. Maybe this is the kick in the ass that she needs to.
Yeah, like, will we ever see her wrestle? Like, ever? Like, are we actually going to see an Eva? When are we going to finally see an Eva Marie match? Or is she going to continue this and like we don't see it till like WrestleMania?
Like she didn't. She went 3 weeks without wrestling, and now she gets suspended for 30 days.
So we're going to get the 3 weeks plus the 30 days without seeing any Eva Marie match ever. Like, way to go, WWE. Way to go.
Job. The ratings all over that.
I mean, way to go to Eva Marie too for screwing up her medical document thing and not getting in on time.
You're shitting on time.
So speaking of like the wellness policy and suspension, we can talk about Paige and Del Rio a bit. There's still no word on what they took. It could be Adderall, could not be Adderall.
I actually just found something as we were talking here.
Oh.
This article said it is unknown what exactly they were suspended for. However, we have been told that Del Rio and Paige were not suspended for the same thing.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, that kind of could be true because Paige is rehabilitating an injury. Or a couple injuries, and Del Rio's in like prime shape, and he's good to go. Yeah. So they could be taking 2 different drugs. Who knows?
Told you, Del Rio's taking Viagra.
Maybe Del Rio's taking Adderall, and he didn't get the documentation in time because he's working a tough schedule. He works a lot, so maybe he's lacking of sleeping. I don't think he has ADHD, but it's crazy, man. There's no word. So now we get the finally. I had it written down here. There's no word if they took the same substance. Now we have slightly a word that it wasn't the same thing. Okay,
but is it that
it's
big of a coincidence that they're both suspended on the same day?
Yeah, and then Paige on her 24th birthday gets suspended. 24. Like, does Del Rio even come back to the WWE now? Yeah, like, is he? It's not said like how pissed he is right now, or is he gonna leave now as soon as his contract's done? Like, this was the last straw. He got suspended. He's like, "Fuck this, I'm out of here."
I mean, he's already left once.
Like, what does Paige do? And I seriously hope that she stays with the company. She's still young. She's still got a lot of potential. Yeah, she can still go far. Yeah, so
I was reading on that article. They said that she still has many years left in her contract. So
I hope she doesn't leave. I don't think she's gonna go. I don't think she can opt out.
They would be such a stupid move for them because she brings in a lot of money from the European
exactly. Crowd. Oh my God! I hope she doesn't go. I really hope, or my Paige shelf is going to be cleared.
I don't think so. I don't think you got anything to worry about.
It's going to become an alumni shelf.
I don't think that. You can put it with your CM Punk stuff.
Oh God. So we'll talk more about the policy now. So about the WWE Wellness policy, what does this now say in pertaining to Brock Lesnar? And we go to Twitter again from Michael Chow. He writes, "Why do you think the WWE did so much to protect Lesnar compared to the others who were suspended, as in Adam Rose, Roman Reigns, Del Rio, and Paige?
Because sadly,
and now Eva Marie.
Because sadly, he gets treated differently than everyone else. He doesn't abide by the same rules. He has a part-time schedule, a part-time contract,
which is complete bullshit, in my opinion. Like, I know it's sports entertainment, and it's almost
like the
acting.
Spectacle of Brock Lesnar, and Vince,
I know this is not like other sports, but like it's so fucking. It doesn't matter. Like, he needs to be tested. It doesn't make any sense.
He should be treated the exact same as every other superstar on the roster. Because what kind of message are you sending to the rest of the locker room?
Exactly. Like, should even WWE be like scared that if they do suspend Brock, they sacrifice him just leaving the company? Like, if he leaves, who cares? Yeah. Now you have more space to like showcase other talent that are supposed to be showcased instead of this guy who wrestles like once every 4 months.
With this kind of shit, it makes it seem like that Lesnar has Vince on a string.
He has him by the balls. It's fucking retarded. Like, why is Brock puppeting you, Vince? Doesn't make any sense. He's a draw, but he's not as big as a draw that you're trying to make him. Like, they're trying to surround SummerSlam right now all around Brock and Randy Orton rather than the other matches, which it should be highlighted by Finn and Seth, in my opinion, and Dolph and Ambrose. This match should be like maybe the 3rd or 4th last match, Brock and Randy Orton. Or maybe the 3rd last match. Or it could even have it as a cool down between both title matches. SummerSlam should not be focused around these two, which is retarded because it is. People might not see it. It 100% is focused around these guys. They're on the poster, for Christ's sakes. Like,
But, yeah, he should be held to the same standard as everyone else in the company.
Like, does WWE need to rewrite its policy?
I think they
because now it's getting ridiculous. You have all these guys who've just been suspended in like the last 3 months, and you have Brock Lesnar who's exempt from all that. They need to rewrite it. Like, does Eva even deserve to get suspended for the type of drug that she's taking and forgetting to hand in her papers? Like, I mean, you have Brock Lesnar who could be taking stuff that's way worse, but now you're suspending a girl who forgot to hand in her papers for 30 days. You look at it that way, and I'm not trying to defend Eva Marie here, but
yeah,
it's ridiculous. Who could be on you think about it more now? Who could actually be on a banned substance that's actually getting away with it now? Like, does WWE have like the secret amount of people that are like behind the scenes?
Maybe that's why Ryback left. Maybe he was on something.
And then John Cena, like the guy recovers incredibly from every injury he gets. How the hell is he not taking anything?
Seems like there's probably a handful of guys that are exempted from every rule and like always pushed under the rug.
Triple H,
The Rock.
How Triple H can stay in that shape at his age is incredible.
Vince himself. He's like 75.
Yeah, remember when he was in that ref shirt? He was jacked as hell.
God.
Like, why do they protect people? Like, why? It's just, again, like you said, that message is sent to the locker room. You wonder why you have discomfort in some superstars and why they leave. Because you have shit like this. It's a terrible idea for part-time talent to be subjected to testing for that wellness policy. It's bullshit. Everyone should be tested, no matter what. So you're here to wrestle once a year like Undertaker. I bet you he gets tested. Or he probably doesn't. They probably just like, okay, just take whatever you can to make you last one match. Take all the drugs you need. Take all the painkillers you need so you don't feel shit during the match. Just go out there and have an Undertaker match. I bet you that.
If it's a top guy, so be it. You have to hold him to the same standard as everybody else.
Again, like how
Roman Reigns. As much as we don't like him, he got fucked over.
But how does it affect full-time superstars if they have to face a part-timer like Brock Lesnar? They're going up against this guy who like literally doesn't give a fuck when he's in the ring. There's no script to what he's doing. They tell him to do some suplexes and shit, but he doesn't care. He has no like. He doesn't care about anybody but himself. He said that like bluntly in interviews, but like truly 100% him interviews.
Business. It's not.
What's that saying to people?
I love the fans. I love coming through.
People that are full time and can't take anything are going up against a guy who's probably juiced up to his fucking neck with shit. It's such a bad message. Like, how do you keep the full timers safe? Like, how are they gonna? They're not gonna feel safe at all facing part timers who can take whatever they want. Like, we don't even know if Randy Orton's considered part-time or not, because he's been wrestling every single week. So he's on a full-time schedule. It's interesting. It pissed me off. I think it should be rewritten. They need to really sit down and fix this, because now it's getting ridiculous. You had 3 suspensions in 1 day.
I guess they wanted to keep Lesnar around for SummerSlam, because I guess if technically if he would have got suspended, he would have missed SummerSlam, right?
Yeah. But still. You could have made SummerSlam a lot better even without Lesnar.
You could have added.
It's hilarious.
Someone else.
Goldberg. I mean, Goldberg was at the 2K thing last night, and he's teasing that he's going to be in New York.
Is The Rock going to make a surprise?
The Rock could make an appearance. Undertaker can make an appearance.
Yeah.
You can easily hype and make SummerSlam better without Brock Lesnar. I don't know why they're bending over backwards for Brock Lesnar. It's ridiculous.
He's an asset. He's not needed, though.
It's bullshit.
They don't need him.
But I guess there's one good thing we can see out of all this is that Eva Marie has gone off TV for 30 days. We don't even see her on TV. She can't have a segment. She's gone. Without pay, you can't be on WWE TV for 30 days.
I'm hoping.
Maybe we can get a boost now in the SmackDown Women's Division. Have something to talk about every week instead of getting pissed off every week when I mention Women's Division on our SmackDown review.
They can have 2 matches now instead of having to include Eva Marie in the whole thing.
Thank fucking Christ.
Why is the whole Women's Division like based around her right now?
That was like a prayer, a sign from God and a prayer from God that we got Eva Marie suspended. We don't see her for 30 days.
I'm waiting for the next article to come out saying that best of luck in your future endeavor.
Oh my God. That I'll be playing the Celebrate song like every single day. Every single podcast we're gonna start with Celebrate. Oh my God.
Staying with the Randy Orton and Brock Lesnar thing, I think Michael Chow asked us a question that we didn't get to on the podcast about who would benefit more from winning the match.
Oh, yes, that's right. I forgot about that. I'm on Twitter right now. Let me quickly scan down. Michael Chow, here we go.
I think it was something along those lines. Who would benefit more from a win here?
He tweets us a lot. Thank you, Michael Chow. Again, we appreciate the endless love, man. I think you're coming up on it now. All right, right here. Who do you think would benefit more from the Lesnar-Orton match? With Lesnar being on the cover of 2K, which I don't agree on, does that guarantee wins? You know, it's interesting when you talk about this match. Literally, this is another match that can go either way, and people are unsure about. Yes, Lesnar is on the cover of 2K, and they want to promote the shit out of that game. So Lesnar could win. But after watching last night in the 2K celebration, it looks like their main focus on the game is Goldberg. Could Goldberg make an appearance at SummerSlam?
Maybe he's teasing that.
Maybe we're going to see Brock and Goldberg actually have a decent match, unlike that.
Oh my God!
I don't even know what the hell that was at WrestleMania 20.
That was god awful.
That was like just them staring at each other and almost making out for like 30 minutes and then having a 5-minute match.
The crowd was booing because they knew that they were both leaving.
And it was terrible. Like, they didn't do anything. They just stared at each other and just retarded. It was
the best part of the match was after the match when Stone Cold
stunned both of them. Like, that was literally the best part of the match. Oh, my God. They hyped that so bad, too. That could have been a huge match. So maybe we're actually going to get a decent match out of these two. If the rumors are true and it's actually going to happen, that'd be interesting.
But I still think Lesnar's winning, but I mean, it would make sense because he technically did lose last year at SummerSlam to Undertaker when he passed out.
Oh, yeah. So you're going to make him lose 2 SummerSlams in a row?
Last year at SummerSlam. He never loses at Mania, though, but...
I know.
But he always seems to
It's tough. It's so tough. This match is... It could go either way. I think we're going to see a couple RKOs and a couple F5s, though. I don't think it's going to be one and done. This is going to be a good match.
I can't believe we were going to say that after when we first heard that this match was announced.
We hated it. But they did a good job building it up. Yep. But honestly, again, like I just said earlier,
the promotional thing that they did was cool.
It shouldn't be the main event, and it should be the main focus of SummerSlam. I hate it how it is. It's terrible. And now with the wellness policy and all these suspensions, it's becoming more the main focus because everyone's going to talk about Brock now.
There's so much news this week coming out, like right before.
It's nuts. Watch, someone's going to be suspended tomorrow, right before the event. It's going to be hilarious.
Brock Lesnar gets suspended right before
Brock Lesnar, right before SummerSlam, gets suspended. Randy Orton automatic win. Yeah. My God. Anyway,
so move into tonight.
Yeah, so tonight, guys, NXT Takeover back to Brooklyn.
Wow,
Takeover 2.
I didn't think it was possible to be better than last year's card.
Yeah,
but.
Huge card. So we have 6 confirmed matches. Who knows? They could ever even add one. We can even have like a Ty Dillinger match, which we're hoping. Wearing his perfect 10 shirt right now.
10.
So the 6 announced matches, we got Ember Moon against Billie Kay. No Way Jose versus Austin Aries, Bobby Roode versus Andrade Cien Almas, the NXT Tag Team Championship, The Revival versus Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa, NXT Women's Championship, Asuka and Bayley, and the NXT Championship, Shinsuke Nakamura and Samoa Joe. So it should be interesting tonight. There's a lot of like potential here. This is basically everyone on this card tonight, except with the exception of Bayley and maybe Samoa Joe, are basically what we're going to see out of NXT and the top people for NXT for the next year until we get more signings and who they keep saying to have all these people at the Performance Center ready to go. So maybe they're just thinking of gimmicks and stuff for them and repackaging them. So we'll see. But it's going to be interesting to see NXT in the next year because basically all the top people are on their way up now. And half of them are already up right now. So NXT is definitely going to be revamped in the next year. It's going to be a rebuild, basically.
I'm hoping they don't call people up before the St. Catharines event that we go to.
Yeah, I really hope not. I really want to see Bayley.
After, Bayley and Samoa Joe.
Nakamura.
Yep.
Oh, my God. It's going to be awesome. So anyways, we'll start off from the bottom of the card to the top. Ember Moon versus Billie Kay. I think there's a lot of hype behind this Ember Moon character. I've seen a lot of promos, like the vignettes. She looks pretty cool.
Seen anything with her, to be honest.
I think she's probably going to be maybe built up as the next top woman in NXT because right now, who do you got in NXT as the top person? No one.
Asuka and
Bayley. Bayley's going to be called up. Asuka's probably going to be the champion for the next year, so she's going to need some people. So I think this Ember Moon, I read a lot about her. Apparently, she's really good. She's a really crazy physical type woman's character. So it's going to be interesting to see what her debut is going to be like on tonight.
And didn't Billie Kay have a SmackDown match one time?
And she's facing Billie Kay, who had one WWE match, and maybe another one that we haven't seen, maybe like a main event or Superstars. But she's facing Billie Kay. Billie Kay getting some pay-per-view time. I guess that's good.
Where's Mandy Rose at?
Yeah, where's Mandy Rose? Who I have the Topps 2016 set, and she's apparently a main roster card for some reason. But I'm going to go pick with Ember Moon just for the hype factor. Just because they want her, it looks like they want her to be the top person. I don't see Billie Kay stealing a victory over someone just debuting their first match. So I'm going to go with Ember Moon.
I don't really know anything about this feud, so I'm going to go with Ember Moon, sure.
You must watch TNA. It's great. I mean,
for someone that loves the women's division as much, I should really start watching the NXT women again.
You have a network.
I know. I
mean, I can't say anything. I don't watch NXT regular basis. I catch the highlights, and I kind of see the WrestleZone puts like an NXT review too, so I kind of read that a lot.
When were they hyping this? Because all I've seen on NXT has been Bayley.
Everyone's just been vignettes. There's been nothing else. So we'll move on. No Way Jose versus Austin Aries. I'm liking this No Way Jose serious side. It started off as these two guys friends, and they're dancing on the announce table one time together, and then Austin Aries hits him from behind and basically turns heel on him, and that basically lost the dancing character out of No Way Jose, and he's become more of the serious. I mean, he still does his dancing stuff, but when he's in the match, he becomes more and more serious now, and I like it. With him seriously, when he's in a serious stance and he's fighting, he looks a lot better. A lot less dancing, a lot less charismatic stuff. So I like the other side of No Way Jose. Austin Aries can't really. You can always say everything about him. He's an amazing piece of talent. Probably one of the greatest signings we've had in the last year. This is going to be amazing. He's going to put up a crazy match. I think both these guys are put up some crazy moves together. But I'm going to go with No Way Jose. I think WWE's really high on him for some reason. Triple H is really high on him. So I think he'll pull up the upset and beat Austin Aries, and then at the end, maybe they'll shake hands and, rekindle that friendship maybe a little bit. So I'm going to go with No Way Jose.
I'm going with Austin Aries. I think that he really needs a pay-per-view win. He hasn't had one since he debuted.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good point right there.
Really
what are they doing with Austin Aries? Yeah. I'm pretty sure he's not here just to be a jobber and put people over. I think he wants to be something in NXT. Yeah. So we'll see.
I think he really needs a big pay-per-view win here. Yeah. So I'm going with Austin Aries tonight.
It'll be a good match. Can't wait for that. Moving on to the glorious match. Bobby Roode making his NXT debut match against Andrade Cien Almas.
Has that guy done anything since he beat Ty Dillinger at...
I think he's had another match. He had a rematch with Ty Dillinger, which I think he won again.
God damn it.
I'm very excited for this one. I think both these guys are pretty good. As much as I hate Cien Almas for beating Ty Dillinger twice, he's pretty good. I'll admit, he's got good ring skill. So putting him up against Bobby Roode, fuck man, who knows what the possibilities these two can do. I think they're really high on Bobby Roode to be like the next top heel. So I'm picking Roode for the win.
Yep.
And he continues to be that top heel in NXT and maybe future down the line face Nakamura for the championship.
Yeah.
So
you got to go with Bobby Roode here. I mean, he's got the momentum.
Unreal, right, man. He's so good. We saw him live at like a House of Hardcore 1,000 fan shitty convention center. Not even 2 months ago, and now he's already in NXT. It's crazy, man. We saw even Eric Young there. Who knows where the hell he went? But Bobby Roode's unreal. Crazy how over this guy is. He's gonna get so over tonight. There's gonna be no boos. He can say whatever he wants, and they'll still cheer.
Yeah.
He's almost like that. They want to make him that top heel like Triple H was when they're making him the top heel. I think he's more of that Triple H character, and he'll be more of that heel in NXT in the next year. We both picked Bobby Roode with that. Moving on to the NXT Championship, the Revival versus Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa.
The tag team.
Where the hell did these guys come from?
Yeah, Johnny Gargano.
I think it's because they had this Authors of Pain in NXT dominating everyone and building up TM61, that Australian-based tag team. But Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa get the tag team title shot at NXT Takeover Brooklyn?
Because they beat them a couple weeks
I know.
ago.
What the hell? Why? These guys were just in a Cruiserweight Classic and they faced each other. Then I had a really, really heated match and heated promo on each other. I know they hugged each other at the end, but God, now they're getting an NXT title shot. What if they win? This is very tough to pick here because you could go two ways with this. You can have Gargano and Ciampa win and have the Revival get called up to either SmackDown or Raw to boost up their tag team division. Or you can have the Revival retain and then later on feud with TM61 or the Authors of Pain. Or, the other way around, Gargano and Ciampa keeping the titles maybe till the next TakeOver event and then losing them again. And maybe losing them to TM61. Because they are pretty heated and they face each other to earn that number one contender spot. So there's two ways it can go. If I had to pick a clear-cut winner, I'm going with Gargano and Ciampa. I'm going to pick the underdog pick here. I'm picking Gargano and Ciampa to win the NXT tag titles for sure.
I'm not. I'm going with the Revival.
Yeah, you think they're going to stay for a little bit and feud with either 61 or Authors of Pain?
I think they're like that NXT tag team tag team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like they're the top guys. Like they're,
but like they're more of an NXT type of style wrestling. You know,
it's true.
Maybe when the tag titles do become a thing for SmackDown, maybe they'll get called up after that.
Yeah, so you think maybe later in the fall call up? So
I think they're still going to run with it for now because they're the only 2-time NXT tag team champions.
Only 2-time, it's true. So we'll see.
I think
interesting.
they're going to continue the brand with that.
Okay.
I don't even know the other teams, like Authors of Pain. Like, aren't they heel too?
Yeah, they're those two giant guys.
Yeah.
Oh, man. They look like giant Roman Reigns.
Great.
Like, they dress like him. And they're just physical. Like, they're not even wrestling based. They're just physical.
Are they trying to be
physical talent?
Are they trying to be the next like Rosie and Jamal or what?
They're even bigger than those guys. These guys are like, it's like Big Show and Kane tagging with each other.
God.
And TM61's unreal. They're so good, and they're getting so over right now in NXT.
What happened to Blake and Murphy?
They split up.
Oh, after Alexa left?
Yeah, basically. And Blake's gone back to the Blake Wilder gimmick, where he's solo by himself.
Yeah?
Yeah. So we'll see what happens with him, too. We'll move on to I guess it's probably maybe the co-main event, or one of the co-main events. The NXT Women's Championship.
Yeah.
Asuka versus Bayley. I think this is going to be better than their last match. Their last match was okay, but it seemed short because it was like 10 minutes long, and then Bayley just got choked out. I think we're not going to see that again. I think this is going to be a really, really good match. I mean, you look back to the last NXT Brooklyn and that women's match, I think they're going to try to top that, or at least get up to that level. So I think this match is going to be really, really better in a sense. I think, though, this is going to be the Bayley farewell match. She's going to lose this match. I'm picking Asuka.
I know.
I think this is the farewell match, and have her set into the main roster, and her last basically NXT match. So Asuka's coming out on top, and maybe goes and feud with something else. I don't know. Maybe this match even goes like the entire time limit, and there's a draw, and Asuka still retains, and they have like a standing ovation for the two. Something. I don't know. Something's going to be done with this women's match. I have this funny feeling that it's going to be over the top good. So, yeah, Asuka winning for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like you said, this is Bayley's going to probably her farewell match. She's going to get called up soon. There's no point in giving her the title again if she's going to get called up.
Pretty much. Like, what are you going to do? You can do a Paige thing where she gets called up and wins the Women's Championship, and she has to forfeit the NXT Women's title. They gotta stop with that.
She's done her time in NXT. She needs to get called up. She's been ready for so long.
I can't wait till she gets called up, man. If Paige is going to be gone, she probably won't be, but Bayley, man, she's one of my favorites.
And if she gets called up, she's going to Raw or SmackDown.
That's so tough, man. They could benefit from SmackDown. 100%. She could boost that division, but I feel like if she goes to Raw, it's going to be like, that just kicks the other division in the ass. They have like all the top people on Raw already.
But with Paige gone right now.
Yeah, I know.
Besides Sasha and Charlotte.
Who knows? Maybe Bayley's going to call up until after Paige comes back. Who knows?
Yeah. But Asuka's going to retain and run with the women's championship for a while.
NXT Championship main event, pretty much Nakamura versus Joe. This is probably gonna be freaking one of the greatest matches of the year. Like, I'm gonna have to make a DVD at the end of this year with great, because there's been so many match of the years this year. I feel like this has been better than 2015. So I can't, unless WWE does something like that, like greatest. I know they're gonna do like the greatest NXT matches and the greatest Raw and SmackDown matches, but I'm going to make my own DVD and have like the matches of the year on it, because this is probably going to be one of the matches of the year. Both Joe and Nakamura are probably the most unreal pieces of talent in NXT right now. This is going to be match of the night, 100%. I actually have Nakamura winning the NXT Championship and Samoa Joe getting called up to either Raw or SmackDown in the next couple months.
You know what? I wanted to be corporate and pick other picks than you, but you know what? You're making the right picks, and I have to go with Nakamura too.
Yeah, it's definitely Nakamura's time. He's so good. He's so over. This guy is like the most over person ever. Like, the crowd sings his theme song, for Christ's sakes. Like, he's so good.
Speak English.
Like, Nakamura is unreal, and his wrestling wise, he's unreal. I think Nakamura is definitely going to win the NXT Championship, and this is going to be sending home the crowd happy, and it's going to be a massive celebration. So
Samoa Joe's been a good NXT champion.
Yeah, he's been like the last year.
Yeah, he beat Finn Balor.
Yeah, insane, man.
I think he needs to get called up, and I think he should go to SmackDown.
Yeah. Samoa Joe would be unreal on SmackDown. Oh my god, I couldn't wait for that. You can feud with Dean Ambrose. They can have a pretty good title match. And he'd be the next, AJ Styles. That's rekindled some TNA heat right there. Samoa Joe could even be a good world heavyweight champion, that top heel champion. He can go right to main event level. So I think Samoa Joe is going to lose the title here. He's done his time NXT. Thank you for your services, Joe. But Nakamura is definitely going to be the NXT championship after tonight, or champion after tonight.
So, do you think this is going to be better than NXT Brooklyn last year?
That's so tough. Because last year, basically the women's match stole the show. And the main event was boring. Like, the crowd was so, like, tired from the last match. Like, it was okay. But I think it's tough. It's going to be really tough. I'm going to have to wait till after tonight to make that decision. But NXT last year, Brooklyn was unreal. I mean, Enzo and Cass winning the titles would have been more unreal last year, but they didn't. Again, it's so tough. I'm going to have to wait till the end of the night to make that decision for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's going to be hard to top Sasha and Bayley last year. That was probably like my match, like one of the best matches I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Like, of all time.
Oh, that's probably one of the greatest women's matches of all time. Like, hands down. Like, definitely one of them, at least.
If not the best.
That's, I guess, put up there with, like, Lita and Trish's matches. Like, it was so good.
I'm hoping this match gets close to that. I don't
at least close to that, so it can be in competition with the other ones. So, NXT Brooklyn back to Brooklyn looking to be good. That's basically been our rant and discussion about the wellness policy. I really hope there's no suspensions tomorrow. I'm knocking on wood right now. So yeah, guys, that's been, I guess, you can call it our celebratory podcast for today. So guys, make sure to tune us in every week. The Lowdown Show. It's either going to be posted on Thursdays or Fridays whenever it becomes available and convenient for us. Will be convenient for you guys. So guys, during the week, tweet us about Raw and SmackDown. Tweet us your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, your questions. We'll read on the air every Lowdown Show. So tune in next week. So have yourselves a good weekend, guys. Have fun watching Brooklyn tonight. Have fun watching SummerSlam tomorrow. It should be one of the hell of a show. As always, I'm your host, Kyle Masters, the self-proclaimed greatest host, and I'm always continue to be joined by my co-host, the boss, Mr. Corporate himself, Corporate Cappy.
Yeah, baby.
The champ. All right, guys. Have a good weekend.
Let's all celebrate.